Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Blockchain for Humanity Awards. If you're not familiar with this event, every year our foundation, Blockchain for Humanity, looks and recognizes inspiring social entrepreneurs and technology driven projects that are positively transforming the lives of many around the globe. These projects are reducing gaps in society and the environment and aiming for more socioeconomic inclusion. This year marks the fifth edition of the Blockchain for Humanity Awards. In total, we have received over 150 applications. And just this year, we received applications from 14 different countries. This only tells us something great is happening and that social leaders with innovative business models supported by blockchain technology are impacting communities worldwide. We opened applications in mid-June this year and closed them on September. So to explain you a little bit how the process works, all applications go through a vetted process to validate that they have a use case of blockchain technology and that they address at least one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals created by the United Nations in 2015 to eliminate poverty, improve health and education, reduce inequality, and spur economic growth. So after the evaluation process, we come up with a list of nominees, which you will get to know them today. And we segmented them in two different categories. We have the dreamers and the shapers. The dreamers are early stage initiatives with high potential, and they have a valid use case of blockchain technology. They might not have reached strong user adoption yet, but they are inspired and driven by their vision. On the other side, we have the shapers. These are well-established projects with more business maturity and a strong use case of the technology, and they are already making a positive impact in their communities. We consider shapers as role models. So after hosting this award for 5 consecutive years, Blockchain for Humanity wanted to make this year's edition a very special one. So we decided to allow everyone to be part of the awards, but letting each of you to vote for your favorite nominee. So we will explain later on how the voting system will work. And also to add to this, to make this even more exciting, we decided that the Dreamer awardees will receive a monetary compensation to continue developing their initiative. So with all this being said, now I leave the stage to Ivan. He's a core contributor of Blockchain for Humanity, and he's joining us today from Uruguay.
Okay, hello everybody. Just a few words for those who are not familiar with who we are and what we are doing. So Blockchain for Humanity is a global foundation funded in 2018 with the idea to promote blockchain technology for social good. We decided to do it because we realized that this technology, even though it was 10 years old at that time, most of the people didn't know about it, which is still the case. We strongly believe that blockchain technology is one of the greatest inventions in the last few years and that it can be used as a tool to create society that is more inclusive, fair, and decentralized. But it's the same as you are lost in the desert and you find the big plane and you don't know how to use it. So then it's just a piece of trash. You cannot fly anyway. So we decided to promote this technology, this tool to talk about, to teach and show the people what is it capable of. There are so many use cases, projects that can create a big impact with their products. So we are trying to identify them and bring them to the people. We have the open call for social impact projects all year. And at the end of the year, we are giving away this prize, which is the recognition to those projects for their effort. But not only that, we are putting ourselves into the disposition to those projects with our big network and skills of our members and our friends. So anything they might need, the legal advice, technical support, or any other assistance, we will try to help them. So that, in short terms, is who we are and what we are doing. And now I'm going to let you with our core member from Czech Republic, Wojtek, to explain you how can you vote your favorite project and be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ivan, for the nice introduction, and thank you, Laura. So yes, this year we're changing the rules. So we're going to allow anyone to vote on their favorite projects, and your vote will be considered as an additional input for the b4H judges. And this year is also special because we're going to give money as a blockchain for humanity to some of the dreamers that are going to the first 3 dreamers that are going to be voted in. I will share the form where you can vote in the comments on YouTube very soon. And later on, we will also share an address in case you want to also give some more money to the prize pool for the dreamers. Feel free to do that. You're invited to do that. And with that being said, let me call up the next b4H core member, who's currently in Switzerland. Are you here, Santiago? Here you go. Please unmute yourself. Sorry.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Boite. Yes, I'm here. So good afternoon, morning to all of our guests in the room, depending on where you're located. It's a pleasure to have you all in this room. And I would like to introduce our first nominee for the Dreamers category. This is a Switzerland-based project focused on leveraging blockchain for sustainability and open innovation. The project aims to create a decentralized infrastructure that would put a center of all operations and a commitment for the achievement of the Agenda 2030. The project promotes a global alliance that allows the people and innovations to connect in pursuit of a common desire, which is universal prosperity. Their main goal is to promote faster, safer, cheaper, and stable transfer of remittances, fostering financial inclusion and sustainable impact. Let's learn more about Harpelium with their presentation video, and let's hear directly from their CEO, Nassim.
Money, an universal language of trust created by people for people. A language turned into a symbol of power, merit and distinction, an instrument of exchange that evolves over time. Money can influence us and our behavior. It's a powerful tool to change the world. Our greedy nature has turned it into an instrument designed to battle against nature, to destroy and exploit. Money absorbs who we are globally, and today it lacks the value of moral and principle, which are also part of our nature. Destruction of the environment, war and conflicts, violation of fundamental human rights, poor distribution of resources, and the unpayable debt are still part of our history and the story we are writing. 1.7 billion of people are currently left behind, without access to the financial system. In a world of unstable currency, high rate of inflation, or currency devaluation due to their weak institution and corrupt management. Today, we live in an interconnected world, and today money is data. We must begin to introduce the creation of a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash that allows online payment to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. This is what Bitcoin is. This investigation of the healthier system of economic interaction changes our world forever. This careful solution is a fundamental part of our organization. What opportunity will such connectivity afford us? Can we converge toward a universal and stable financial infrastructure? And what if money was intrinsically moral? We are Harpelium, a do tank designed to explore, create, and endorse ideas, tools, and strategies for the sustainable development goal. A cross-sectoral alliance where organizations and the general public take action together in a holistic manner, pooling financial resources, knowledge, and expertise for the achievement of the Agenda 2030. Harpelium Core is a decentralized platform that runs smart contracts aimed at supporting the Agenda 2030 and be as a reference model for people building sustainable projects. Our services include the customer-focused design of a borderless, limitless, powerful, fast cross-border payment platform for a more inclusive, fair, and stable socioeconomic system, owned by people. We aim to create a fair, representative and global digital currency to give the world the long sought-after financial stability. A structure that can improve our economic interaction and provide access to the financial system to everyone. A reserve composed of essential commodities and sustainable assets for the human being to peg the Palm universal currency, maintaining the price stable over time and ensuring a robust purchasing power or capacity. A transparent socio-economic system accessible by everyone to any market, to any country, that invests resources to an universal fund, used to meet the resolution of the 70 Sustainable Development Goals. Our Palm's purpose is to empower people left behind, removing barriers, securing billions of dollars of savings for people each year, ensuring model structure that support the Agenda 2030 in the social, economic and environmental pillar. When we have access to the global market, great ideas flourish. Our market comprises of developing regions affected by monetary instability and financial exclusion. Our pilot project in the refugee Kakuma camp in Kenya is built for the empowerment of people. With our partners, we provide internet connectivity, infrastructure to a large area of the camp, and access to the digital market and opportunities. Providing access to financial infrastructure and financial literacy, we want to be close to people. We have carried out an extensive market research for the development of our wallet that meets the needs of the local population and population activism. Our intention with Atlante is to support and invest in economic growth, gender equality, and elimination of inequalities. We also believe in the model of raising awareness and inspiration by bringing projects like the socio-economic experiment to build bridges and engage concrete action. Money is a symbol of the leaders of yesterday. Join us at our Palm, an universal symbol of the people today and tomorrow.
Sorry, Santiago, we can't hear you. Please unmute.
Second project for nominee in our Dreamer category today.
Sorry, Santiago, we lost you for a bit. Can you please?
Again,
Yes.
again, sorry for the connection problems. You know, technology always sometimes help us, sometimes it doesn't. So I was saying that now that we get the chance to know more about our Palm and the project itself, let me come back to Ivan in Uruguay, who will introduce the second nominee for the Dreamer category. So Ivan.
Hi. So our next nominee for the Dreamer category is a project from Argentina called UPF Coin, and they put themselves into the mission to convince businesses and companies to reduce their production of the plastic. So this way protect our environment. So how they're going to do it? Let's see their presentation.
Hi, my name is Rocio and I'm an architect.
And I'm Tati Besada. I am an industrial designer. We built together Unplastify, which is a social enterprise on a mission to change the human relationship with plastic. It all started with an adventure in which we sailed across the Atlantic, learning about the problem, but also the solutions. And what we learned is that the key
Was prevention instead of focusing only on recycling. Today, every person in the world consumes 100 pounds or 45 kilos of plastic, and almost half of that, 42%, is disposable plastic packaging.
unfortunately only 9% of plastic gets to be recycled. So that is why we believe that recycling is not the solution to the problem.
And prevention is the key to reducing it.
Most companies, especially large companies, are realizing that this is a big problem for their products and services. But they don't have the necessary incentives for them to invest in the conversion that is necessary to unplastify their products.
Reputation is now the key key driver for change in large organizations that are building up with this project. Therefore, we studied various models of certification to showcase how these enterprises were transforming towards not using plastic. And there was that we found that the most important certification is the collective validation. UPF coin is a token that runs on blockchain and that is based on the unplastified work. That is the proof of unplastified, how we have minimized and reduced the amount of plastic used in the operations of a company or organization.
The three key points to the UPF coin are: the UPF coin is a token or a crypto active that runs on the blockchain based on the unplastified work. It is issued with purpose. Each token issue equals to 1 ton of validated avoided plastic. And the increasing value. Its value increases as the collective value of demonstrated avoided plastic grows. The UPF coin is based on the proof of unplastified work. But what is the unplastified work? It means that a company reduces the input of plastic into their products and services. So, if they prove that in the last 12 months they reduce their use of plastic versus the previous years, they will be able to emit and receive unplastified coins.
With this token, we are changing the system. But what are the other stakeholders in the system that can participate apart from these companies that will be minting the token?
So besides these companies that are reconverting their products and services and reducing, we will have investors that could be individuals or companies that want to invest in this token and support this mission. And thirdly, we will have companies that may not be able to reduce as much as they want, but they want to mitigate their footprint of plastic. So they could buy tokens to become plastic free or plastic neutral.
This is a change that is a systemic change, and we need to grow fast because the problem is really hard to change and really big. So we are encouraging you to follow us and to participate in the creation of this process, and join us at upfcoin.org.
Fantastic project. We're very excited about them. By the way, we have the girls here with us, so if you have any questions, you can leave that on the comment. They will be happy to answer that. Now I leave you with our Brazil core member and head of education, Solange, to present the other project.
Hello, everyone. Now I am in Lisbon, Portugal, and I will talk about the Ribbon Protocol. We have some questions in the chat and we will answer in the end, okay? So, come back to the Ribbon Protocol. I am talking about a public health tokenized incentives. So the Ribbon Protocol is a decentralized decision support system for global health and public health that supports problem-specific decision-making to help individuals, organizations, nations, and global bodies to do the right thing to improve global health outcomes. So let's see what they have. All right. So if you have any questions, you can do in the end, and we'll try to answer, or a member of the project will try to answer, okay? And now we can see the next project, and it will be presented by Laura in Colombia.
Thank you, Sol. So to introduce our next Dreamer nominee, they come from Spain. This technology-based social company was born as a solution to help NGOs bridge the digital gap and provide transparency to donations through blockchain technology. This project has already received a special humanitarian technology mention from Red Cross, a Product Hawkers Awards, and her founder, Carlota Corso, is also a singular alumni. It is my pleasure to introduce Lázaro.
En España, solo el 8% de las ONGs tienen estrategia de digitalización. Pues alrededor del mundo, las cifras no son mucho mejores. Hola, soy Carlota Corzo, cofundadora de Lázaro, una empresa que busca hacer las ONGs más digitales, sostenibles y transparentes. Para ello, hemos desarrollado una solución todo en uno que tiene 3 pilares principales. El primero, hacer las ONGs más digitales, a través de dar las herramientas tecnológicas. A través de nuestra herramienta, una ONG puede crearse una plataforma de recaudación todo en uno, como esta, en menos de 15 minutos, donde pueden elegir todas las herramientas para recaudar fondos digitales que quieren incorporar en su plataforma web, como tienda online, botones de donación, gestión de membresías, gestión de eventos, etcétera, etcétera. Sostenibles, a través de darles acompañamiento. Para que las ONGs puedan conseguir sus servicios de recaudación, dentro de nuestros servicios incluimos sesiones de consultorías donde las ONGs pueden sentarse uno a uno con expertos para ayudarlas a conseguir sus objetivos de recaudación en función de su situación. Transparentes, gracias a la tecnología blockchain. Gracias a la tecnología blockchain podemos trazabilizar las donaciones que se hacen a las ONGs, garantizando así la transparencia a los donantes. ¿Cuál es nuestro objetivo? Que la digitalización no deje a nadie atrás, consiguiéndolo a través de ONGs más digitales, sostenibles y transparentes. Muchas gracias.
What a great project. So now we are going to present the next nominee, and Sol will help us presenting the next one.
Yes, it's me again. And remember, you can do your questions in the chat and you try to respond it later, okay? And the next nominee is Frios. This is a self-governed cooperative income. Frios is a crypto UBI run by the people for the people. Frios intends to provide a meaningful supplementary income for financially disadvantaged people around the world through a crypto UBI on the blockchain. So let's see the video.
Frios. Put some freedom in your pocket. It's simple. Frios is an app on the blockchain where you can earn Frios tokens. With Frios, you have a say in the currency and the economy, where your weekly vote can earn you a supplementary income. Your vote gives you a say in this community-managed cryptocurrency through direct democracy, and you empower your own economic freedom. Your Frios tokens can be traded, exchanged, spent in participating stores, or just kept for a rainy day. It is your choice. So imagine a cryptocurrency designed to provide an ongoing income that's managed by the community, for the community, through direct democracy. That's what Frios essentially is. So how do you participate in Frios? You start by signing up online to participate in the Frios Airclaim, where you simply claim free points every week for a number of months prior to the launch of the main Frios app. Claiming enables you to earn points that you can mint into liquid Frios tokens whenever you choose. The main Frios app empowers you to communicate and vote on policies like inflation, deflation, and to manage the reserve and liquidity pool of Frios. You also vote to allocate Frios to partners, like nonprofits, to benefit the world and to extend the community. Additionally, you vote to change the mint fee within limits to support the value of the Frios token. Whichever way you vote, you have a direct say in the economy. This is a historic first. After each week's vote, each voting member receives an equal number of points for their efforts. So how do you join the main Frios app? It's easy to join us by creating a wallet, then register on our website to connect your wallet. You can exchange your points to Frios tokens with a mint fee that can be earned from the Airclaims voting rewards or by using other popular cryptocurrencies. And this fee is a critical part of the Frios economic engine. This fee helps create potential stability for the Frios tokens and helps ensure your own Frios tokens maintain their value. So what does Frios do for you? Frios is designed to put some extra economic freedom in your pocket, backed by democracy and the intrinsic value of people. It is our opinion that democracy is extremely valuable and that Frios can be valuable for you too. Frios also gives you an opportunity to earn, not just simply purchase a growing portfolio of cryptocurrency. Frios is developed on a globally distributed and democratically governed smart contract platform that ensures security, prevents duplicate accounts and bots, and protects against market manipulations. Frios has a number of supporting systems and dynamics. These are designed to help the community manage a valuable price of Frios tokens through voting. There is a practical plan to encourage the use of Frios tokens within communities for real-world purchases. See our white paper, support videos, and articles online for more details on how Frios works. This is a historic opportunity for you to be a part of a strong, fair, and democratic economy. Join Frios and participate in our weekly airclaim to start a sustainable, ongoing, and supplementary income.
All right. This is a great project too. And remember, you can do your questions in the chat. And I'm not sure, maybe we can try to do some questions just now. What you're thinking about? Can we try come back with Santiago here to talk about the first project, to do questions, and do you have Arpalion here?
Yes, thanks all. We have Harpalim here, so we will be making a question. Maybe before we enter in the second part of the nominees today, and entering the shaper category, let's just direct a question to Nassim, who is the CEO of Arpalium. Nassim, I wanted to ask you something concretely and specifically to you. So, which are the main steps for Arpalium as a project to work as a mechanism to actually promote social inclusion on a global scale? What do you have planned for upcoming stages?
So to be also clear, we leverage in blockchain for sustainability open innovation. We have this platform that runs smart contracts and it's open for everyone for the Agenda 2030. But our model in financial inclusion, being also a cross-sector alliance, we partner with different organizations around the world to try out not only to provide what we are, it's our mission, but also to engage with different things. I make the example for the Kakuma camp in Kenya. We partner with Kakuma Venture, that is a provider of internet infrastructure in the camp, and Money Master in Geneva that provide also educational and financial literacy. So we try out also to scale up, to try out also to provide different necessity to people. Of course, at different stage of the for the people. So the idea is really to create a model of partnership across sector that we provide expertise and knowledge, and to understand better how to engage for the Agenda 2030. Financial inclusion and stability is a main part of the mission, but there is also other points that need to be solved. Thank you,
Thanks very much,
Santiago. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, and thanks for sharing your insights and your thoughts. And allow me to maybe introduce the next project. As mentioned, we're going to enter into the Shapers category. And the first project would like to nominate is called Endowment. Endowment is the first on-chain community foundation in the US, working entirely on the Ethereum blockchain with the global goal of establishing a DAO in the upcoming years. This platform operates as a financial vehicle for donors to be able to direct their crypto assets into a concrete charity without having the need to convert the donation itself into fiat. Endowment is currently working with the network of tax-exempt entities in the US and willing to jump on a global scale soon. So let's hear more about the project itself with their video.
Blockchain for Humanity. I'm Robbie. Blockchain for Humanity. I'm Robbie Heeger.
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Bronstein.
And together we run the nation's first on-chain community foundation. We provide donor-advised funds and community funds for retail crypto investors to easily donate their cryptocurrency directly to any charity in the United States.
We're really excited to make it simple, easy, and straightforward for crypto donors to make donations of their assets, to receive a tax benefit for making those donations, and for nonprofits who really aren't set up to receive cryptocurrency donations and who aren't ready to go to their board and change their gift acceptance policy to receive cryptocurrency-backed grants from endowment. This means that we are launching crypto philanthropy into the 21st century and allowing folks to use the financial vehicles that people have had access to if they've had stocks or property that's appreciated in value over the last 50 years. They're able to use donor advised funds. It's time that the crypto among us are able to use donor advised funds as well.
Right, and this is bringing in a whole new cohort of donors. Donors that otherwise have never been exposed to philanthropy. This is a younger donor who's technology savvy, who wants to try and help organizations leapfrog the old financial system and come join the new on-chain financial system.
When you look at individuals that work at nonprofits, when you look at how nonprofits are run, often they are a little bit behind the times in terms of the technology that they utilize. We are working very hard to make sure that they understand the impacts of blockchain technology, understand that it aligns with their goals as well in terms of being transparent and making sure that funds are going where they're supposed to go.
That's right. And when we think about the Sustainable Development Goals, sometimes it's hard for us to put endowment into a bucket. Isn't that right, Zach? We can make an argument for many Sustainable Development Goals because so many organizations do so much work through funding provided from endowments, donor advised funds. But the best way that I think about endowment is really in support of SDG number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Because that's what this is. This is payments infrastructure for nonprofits all around the country and soon all around the world. Our little piece of the puzzle here is to help build out the financial infrastructure that takes our most important organizations and brings them into the 21st century.
Along with that, we're really big into SDG number 17, partnerships for the goals, because what we're doing is establishing partnerships between endowment and various nonprofits. By using our platform, they're able to get exposure to this ballooning asset class without actually taking on that risk and without needing to first educate themselves on what is Web3, what is blockchain, what is Ethereum. Instead, we can take care of that process for them and kind of speed the adoption process in the nonprofit space.
And I think what is amazing about endowment is that we've made it easy enough for organizations without compromising on our on-chain infrastructure. Every organization that receives a grant from endowment gets its own independent Ethereum contract address. And every donor advised fund on endowment has its own Ethereum contract address, which makes for an entirely new level of transparency when it comes to community foundation grant making distribution, and also encourages people to be more public and transparent and proud of the philanthropy that they're doing in the world. It's so true that blockchain has huge impacts for humanity. And we just want to say thank you for your consideration and have a great day. That's endowment.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes, thank you very much for this video. This is looking really good and it was very clarifying. So I think we have some of the team members of Endowment here in the chat, so feel free to drop your questions and they will definitely be happy to answer to them. And allow me to introduce again my colleague, in this case Wojtek, in Czech Republic, who will be presenting the next nominee.
Thank you very much, Santiago. I'm very happy to introduce to you another project in the Shaper category. It's a project from Portugal called Impact Market, and it has already distributed equivalent of $1.5 million US dollars as a UBI, and it is used by more than 22,000 users in 25 countries. So let's watch their video now. But I can also recommend checking out their blog, which I read yesterday, and reading some of the stories directly from the field.
Hi everyone, I'm Marco, co-founder of Impact Market, a poverty alleviation protocol. About 10% of the population in the world lives in extreme poverty. There are still massive lack of access to finance and lack of efficiency on philanthropy, especially when it comes to the distribution of the funds that are raised. And this is because there is no infrastructure and there are too many intermediaries and borders to reach those most in need. At the same time, decades of progress on extreme poverty now in reverse due to COVID. It's time for a new approach that is borderless, transparent, and open to anyone in the world. Impact Market is designed to fight extreme poverty quickly and effectively by merging the principles of a conditional basic income with blockchain technology. So, Impact Market enables any community to have access to a basic income through its own UBI smart contract with specific parameters based on their reality. Beneficiaries added to those contracts can claim $0 on a regular basis and use it for whatever they want or need. For example, Perez family, that is part of the community San Pedro del Rio in Venezuela, have access to $7 per week. After 4 weeks, they were already able to buy a goat and rent some oxen to do the plow. You can find more of these stories in our app and blog. After 1 year, Impact Market has distributed almost $1.4 million, currently empowering 21,000 people out of extreme poverty in over 100 vulnerable communities, including, for example, Brazilian favelas and refugee camps. Our team has a strong background in social impact and computer science, with experiences from organizations like Microsoft, Facebook, UNICEF, Human Rights Watch, WHO, and we are very grateful to our current investors and partners. For example, with Uberswap, Mobius, and Olympus DAO, we are exploring ways to redirect a small part of their fees or yield to fight poverty, or even allow their users to do that. And with eSolidar, we are facilitating corporate giving with full transparency. We are currently working on making Impact Market a DAO and launch a governance token, which will engage the community in decision-making and incentivize participation. It will include what we call an impact farming mechanism, where anyone can farm token rewards just by donating. And to help improve self-sustainability and prosperity on those communities, we'll expand access to more financial services by integrating and leveraging existing DeFi protocols. And we're also developing an impact measurement framework to better understand both economic development, but also social improvement on different layers on the beneficiary's life, like, for example, health, education, impact on their children, security, happiness, nutrition, etc. We are looking to partner with organizations fighting extreme poverty and DeFi protocols to back our communities. And we're also looking for talent and investors to join our mission. This is Impact Market. Thank you.
All right, thank you for a wonderful video. And because Ivan has been having some technical difficulties, our last project will be again introduced by Santiago.
So I got the opportunity to introduce Cambiatus to you all. Cambiatus is a project that is based in Costa Rica and is our last Shaper nominee for today. Cambiatus is a platform that enables the creation of self-sustainable communities on their own currencies. So we urge you to go and check Cambiatus project and go and see the projects that they have been involved in the past years, because it's really impressive. So let's hear about Cambiatus themselves with their video.
Carla Cordova, I'm from Costa Rica, and this is Cambiatus. Cambiatus is an open source platform that facilitates the creation of complementary currencies and collaborative businesses using blockchain technology. The people using Cambiatus is able to create their own currencies, defining first their objectives, their values, then having the currency, and then exchanging it, having access to products and services. And they can do that thanks to Cambiatus' process, which is a three-step methodology. We go from the mindset change to the co-design to the software. And the software is a beautiful web app that we built using EOS.io blockchain and functional programming languages in a beautiful way. So people can have access to their currencies, exchanging their currencies on their phones, on their tablets, on their computers in different languages. We have been working in Cambiatus since 2018, thanks to a fantastic and multicultural team that supports 4 communities in production in collaboration with local organizations. We have Mura in Brazil, a currency focused on art, abundance, and organic food, Verdes in Costa Rica, a currency promoting environmental conservation, and Angel in Ethiopia, a currency that connects local businesses mostly led by women. We recently launched Sistema Natus, an environmental crypto asset system for forest conservation that is also a collaborative business. Cambiatus supports more than 5,000 users that have completed more than 16,000 positive actions and that are offering more than 1,000 different products and services in their community digital shop, resulting in more than 15,000 transactions using their own complementary currencies and blockchain.
Cambiatus means working with love
and purpose of reaching people's life positively.
Cambiatus is the living proof that change for the better is possible.
Cambiatus means a more just and fair economy for all.
This means that communities can be in control of their own shared goals and they can organise effectively together. Cambiatus really is about value creation and defining what value means to us and to each other.
Cambiatus means community-driven social and economic resilience.
Cambiatus is a beautiful project that is using the best of blockchain technology to create real impact in the world now.
Amazing. Thank you very much for this video. And now that we're closing the Shapers nominations, we would like to address some questions that we have been receiving in the chat, and also some questions that we would like to bring to the project. So let me invite the impact market, and I will formulate the following question. Impact market, what are the major problems that you may encounter when you try to onboard new communities?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Santiago.
Hello.
Yeah, so working with vulnerable community has been, as you might imagine, a great challenge, because sometimes we're reaching out to communities that have no drinkable water or not access to electricity, right? So obviously, some of the major challenges are access to smartphone and internet. So usually when we start onboarding a community, we will target people that have a smartphone, which is such a small percentage of the community. And then while, trying to find alternatives, see if we can have partners on the ground to provide smartphone or anything else. But then because we are providing a community-based approach, we realize that actually beneficiary care for others and for people in their community. So we saw some of them saving part of their UBI to buy a smartphone for the other beneficiaries, enabling them to access UBI. On the other side, we also have amazing partners that we made in some countries, such as Kenya, with CoTaniPay, that enable us to onboard beneficiaries that don't have access to internet or smartphone through USSD integration. So there is a lot of challenging in reaching this vulnerable community, but well, nothing is impossible. So
thank you very much, Jessica. Thanks for the answer. And I would like to call now the Ribbon Protocol. We already have them here in the room. And Ribbon Protocol, are you over here? Can I formulate the question for you? Yes. No, not here in the room. Okay, so let's go back maybe to Endowment, to the team. I have a question for you. What would you say? How do you tackle the problematics of working with nonprofits that maybe do not have the knowledge or do not have implemented a blockchain part inside of their solution? How are you dealing with these situations?
Hey, Santiago, great question. So we're looking to meet nonprofits where they're at. So if they're, up to speed on crypto, they want to receive donations, they have a wallet, we'll send donations that come through endowment funds directly to their wallet. If they don't, if they're like the typical organization we talk to, which is what is blockchain, what is crypto, they don't really know what's going on. They don't even know the right questions to ask. We take that as an opportunity to be their entry point, their first touch of blockchain, Web3, of the crypto world, help get them educated for what's going on, and then also provide solutions for them to be able to receive crypto-backed grants without actually touching Web3 at all. So we want to make sure that these nonprofits are exposed to, as I said in the video, this ballooning asset class without needing to re-educate themselves on how do I actually get involved? How do I start a wallet? What do I do with this pneumatic phrase, right? So we make sure that we allow folks to receive payouts of grants in the form of bank wires digitally sent to their bank account, just like we can send, digital wallet transfers over to them. So, we take that as an opportunity to educate them and bring them into the space in a way that's comfortable for them.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Zach, for the answer. And I agree with you that there is an educational component in when using and applying a blockchain-based component, and definitely knowledge is power. So the more information that we are able to provide, the more empowered the solution will be actually.
Totally
so
agree.
allow me to bring some conclusions and closing words to the panel. It is a true honor for our team to be able to introduce all of these projects and to have you all in the room today. As you know, the projects are all participants in this year awards, and moreover, we have the opportunity to help them achieving these goals while materializing a social impact by using the blockchain technology. The world is changing at a fast pace, and technology is currently one of the most powerful tools to do so. But let's try not to forget that behind any platform, ecosystem, solution, or project, there's the human component, the glue that really makes it all work. So from Blockchain for Humanity, we aim to keep promoting a bigger and wider social change by using the blockchain technology. This is our main goal and the achievement that we want to get. So that is exactly why we are called Blockchain for Humanity. This year, for the first time, awardees, dreamers and shapers, as you have known them, will receive a monetary reward for the projects in the form of a blockchain reward. This year, the amount will be 0.4 Bitcoin. That by today's market price should be something around $26,000 that will be distributed among all the projects. And they will have access to network, to mentors, brand awareness, and moreover, use case promotion. Please do not forget to access the voting system that we are making available, as the team mentioned earlier in the comments in the video and also in the video itself, to be able to vote for these amazing projects and to choose the winners for the awards. We will share the link again in the video description, and we will also announce the winners at the upcoming event of LabitConf in El Salvador next Friday, the 19th. You can also register via online ticketing access to the streaming event and get to know the winners in real lifetime. So it is a pleasure to have you all here, and we're very looking forward to keep promoting the adoption of blockchain for humanity, blockchain technology in general terms for social impact. It doesn't matter if you're a dreamer, a shaper, or even if you fall in another category. Feel free to reach out to us, and we are willing to help you achieving your goals and developing your projects. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. So that was it for the official part. But I think there are some more projects, and we would like to give them some more time and your questions. So I'm going to put everyone here on the screen, and maybe some other team members can also put their questions. I know that we have Carla from Cambiatus. We also have Jerome from the Frios. So I'm going to enable everyone here who has their camera on, and let's take this like freestyle.
Okay, so I have a question, if anybody can hear me. My question is for the UPF project. I know the girls, and I talked to them, and they have a very exciting story about how they and why they start this project. So I would love to hear a short version of that story, why you decided to open this project.
Hi everyone. Well, we started this journey 3 years ago, making across the Atlantic and recollecting plastics in order to see the amount of pollution that arrives everywhere, like the farthest places in the planet. And instead of thinking and centralizing ourselves in the problem, we were thinking about the solutions. So we have worked with governments, organizations, companies, and communities of students in order to change their plastic use habits. Because as we say at Unplastify, we have to change our habits and our norms and operations in order to change and tackle this very big problem we have with plastic pollution. And to catalyze these solutions and to think bigger, we decided to embark in another adventure on the blockchain that is UPF Coin, and that is really a system for rewarding and incentivizing everyone to unplastify their operations and lives. So we are giving these tokens to all of those companies and organizations that are demonstrating they have unplastified their operations. So we're using and harnessing the power of the blockchain in order to make it available for everyone, because we also think that traceability is something that is very important, is a key thing that will come in the organizations and company report in the years to come. It's really become an issue. And we think that making transparent all these results using the power of the blockchain will make them and be another incentive in order to change and to try to make with this token something that they want to have, and also something that becomes an incentive and lowers their costs to an unplastified operation transition. Because we also know that sometimes leaving plastics behind becomes a cost for most companies that have to change. So we want to make this token become something interesting for them to change and to make that transition. So we believe that an unplastified world is possible, and we are making it now with all the things we're making, but we want to also harness the power of this new technology that we think that is really relevant and that will take more and more relevance in the years to come.
That's great. Great idea, and I wish you all the luck for your journey. And my next question is for Carla from Cambiatus. Of course, I know that now you are working in Nigeria, and I would love to hear about how you get there. How did you get to this community? Because it's like from Costa Rica to Nigeria, and have the community and the currency. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Two clarifications. One, the project has half the heart from Costa Rica and half of it is from Brazil. And the biggest community is in Brazil, Mura. And we are now in Ethiopia, in Africa, but in Ethiopia. And it's a fantastic community of self-help groups. And this is a group of people that are already saving together, supporting their businesses together, mostly women doing that. And we are working together. We launched already a currency called AGIL, which is the name, a traditional name for a container for food that you share with others. So these AGILs are coins that they can earn if they are sharing their knowledge with other women about their business, about how to
improve their local economic activities. They do that, and they can earn their AGIL, and now they use their AGIL to exchange products and services between women. So it's kind of a second layer on top of what they already have as a community, their savings groups, and now they can exchange between them using their own currency. And we got there thanks to our partnership with an organization called Tier Fund, which is an NGO working in the country. And they are even doing a bi-weekly market, following the example of the community in Costa Rica called Verdes. So they have like exchanging ideas on how to do that to activate and energize their community. So it's fantastic to see how the community is growing.
That's a great. So you are in Costa Rica, in Brazil, in Ethiopia, was that? Ethiopia, and Spain, right?
And we have had pilots in Spain also, and other pilots in Costa Rica that are not active anymore. And looking for communities that want to jump in with us and go in this journey.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
So Ivan, if you allow me, I would like to ask a question to Carlota Corso from Lázaro. I was recently listening to a podcast that you participated in where you were mentioning that most of these NGOs, they might not have this technology background. So how has been the process for you to approach these NGOs, to become digital and to adopt this technology? I'm pretty sure it has been a real challenge.
Yeah, actually, I was very impressed by the project of FARC, because I think it is also a similar process that we had with the NGOs. That at the beginning, we created our first model was a crowdfunding platform based on blockchain technology. And we received some awards and things like, yay, it's such a cool idea because of transparency and all of this. But then we realized that most of the NGO didn't even know what, not a computer, they knew what a computer was, but the level of digitization, especially for small associations and this kind of stuff, not big foundations, but small associations that are like parents looking for funding for a weird illness for their children or these kind of things. They were not digitalized at all. So we realized that, okay, there is a challenge here that is also digitalization that they have, and then we can introduce the blockchain technology. So that's how we switched the model to the software as a service platform. So by helping them to digitalize, we introduced a blockchain technology, but it's focused just in the traceability in order to make this transparency guaranteed. That it is the one we chose. It was IOCash. That is like a super simple technology that we use, that basically when the people is donating, they don't even realize they are donating in blockchain just because we say it. And at the end, we generate this hash. So if they want to, go further on the traceability and all of this, they can go for it. So our way, as we said before, it was also through giving not just the value to the donors of, okay, this is going to be transparent for you, but also helping to the NGOs, like, okay, digitalization with leaving no one behind, let's say, and how digitalization can help you, and how blockchain can, provide a different added value to the donors. So it was like focusing on that area too, not just on the donors, but in the NGOs.
Thanks for the words, Carlota. I would like to address a question directly to Frios. I had something else that I wanted to ask, but there is a question from Dan Kimball in the comments on YouTube that I would like to direct to you. So Frios, Dan Kimball asks, how does Frios make community contributions to projects that need funding? What is the process that should be addressed or followed?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Frios, with its protocol, has a minting process. And in that minting process, excuse me, the community can vote on a percentage of the mint that goes to community partners. So this is the procedure where the community can actually be part of the governance process and direct funds to any members on the list that wish to connect with the Frios protocol.
Thank you very much. Do we have any more questions from the blockchain team? Yeah, we have another question maybe for Unplastified project. Karishma Kelsey is asking if the plastic would include the polyester in textiles. What do you guys think about this?
We are focused on single-use plastics, disposable plastics. So there is a million plastics that we're using every day. Some are very useful and are actually reusable, but we are focusing on the ones that are disposable because we think that there are many other ways to solve those same problems and that we could avoid them. So polyester in clothes is something we're not going to embark in this measurement of plastics use. We are only using measuring disposable plastics.
Amazing. Thank you very much. So I would like to give the word to my colleagues in the core team. Maybe some closing words, please.
Yes, Santiago. So thank you so much for all participants from the projects that are here. And we are so proud of you. And thank you so much and good luck. And remember, for everyone that is watching this, you can vote, you hear your voice, okay? So now you can take off the participants from the screen and we can buy and we can maintain only the Blockchain for Humanity team for a bit. And remember that we have the channels of the communities. All of this can be in the YouTube. And great, let's see one. Oh, perfect. So thank you, everyone. I think it was a big pleasure to be here and to be with these amazing projects. And good luck for our projects. And well, wait the announcements in LabitConf. So see you.
Yes, thank you very much. Please check the websites of the projects, join their Telegrams, Discords, and other channels to stay involved. And see you soon. Bye.
Bye.